Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm Ann Metcalf, and this is my conscious eating, conscious living chat. And I talk about many different things. And for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it is springtime. And springtime is a time for awakening the body. And we can do that with today's chat Ayurvedic food. We've gone through a winter, seems like a longer winter in some areas, still getting snow in mid April and going, what is that all about? And so the body needs to go through a cleanse. And so when you're eating Ayurvedic food, your body can do that for you. And so let's just kind of dive into the kind of a bit of the Ayurvedic um, kind of a bit of the philosophy, some of the science behind it. It's spring renewal Ayurveda, seasonal eating and awakening the body, which is what we want to do. It's already spring and summer is around the corner. And that brings a whole nother flurry of different foods dealing with the heat. But we are trying to cleanse. We ate all those heavy foods, some fatty foods to deal with the cold weather. And so now we're having to cleanse our body from that. So as winter begins to soften and the first signs of spring emerge, nature gently invites us into a season of renewal. The heavier grounding foods and the slower rhythms that sustained us through the colder months are no longer what the body needs in our no, we don't need it anymore. And and we need different food. And just as the earth begins to thaw, release, and awaken, so too does the human body. This is where the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda offers a beautiful and practical guide for moving through the seasonal transition with greater ease, vitality, and awareness. Ayurveda, often translated as the science of life, originated in India thousands of years ago and views health as a dynamic balance between the body, the mind, and spirit, and the environment. One of its core teachings is that we are not separate from nature. And I know many of you know that. We are an expression of it. As the seasons shift, our internal environment must also adapt. And when we align our food and our habits with the qualities of the season, we support the body's natural intelligence rather than working against it. Winter carries cold, heavy, and often damp qualities. To stay balanced, we naturally gravitate towards the warm, nourishing foods, the soups and the stews, and the root vegetables, healthy fats, and comforting grains. These foods build strength, but they also increase what Ayurveda calls kapha, associated with heaviness and moisture. As spring arrives, this accumulated heaviness can show up as sluggish digestion, congestion, low energy, or mental fog. And there's a desire to cleanse in spring. It's not a trend, it's the body's responding to seasonal change. Spring, or kapha season, invites us to gently introduce lightness. Instead of heavy and dense, we move towards foods that are lighter, warmer, drier, and more stimulating to digestion. And this is where your March and April meals become deeply supportive, not just nourishing, but intelligently aligned with the season. A simple khichdi made with lighter grains and well spiced lentils becomes a cornerstone meal. during this transition. Using split mung beans, red lentil, or even small amounts of basmati or white rice, combined with warming spices like ginger, cumin, coriander, and mustard seeds in ghee, help rekindle digestive fire while remaining easy to digest. Adding seasonal vegetables like zucchini or leafy greens brings in that needed lightness without losing nourishment. Your red lentil and sweet potato soup with ginger offers a beautiful bridge between seasons. The lentils are light and easy to digest, while the ginger gently stimulates circulation and digestion. The sweet potato adds grounding without heaviness when balanced with spices. And there's so many beautiful spices that I've already mentioned. Pairing this with, say, a shredded beet and apple salad with lemon, mint, and put that in your dressing, introduces brightness and gentle cleansing support. The astringency of the beet, the light sweetness of apple, and the freshness of mint. Can't you just taste it? They all help the body begin to release winter stagnation. Even your asparagus salad with olive oil and a touch of parmesan fits beautifully into spring eating. Asparagus is known for its natural cleansing quality and its ability to support the kidneys and fluid balance, while the cheese adds the richness, keeping the portion light, allowing the dish to remain aligned with spring's need for balance and movement. Soups that include miso and tahini, you might have explored, can also play a role when kept vegetable forward, heavy on the vegetables. The key is ensuring that these richer ingredients enhance rather than dominate, allowing the digestive system and those gut buddies of ours that have been working on different kinds of food, and now you're giving it lighter food and you want it to stay active and responsive rather than weighed down. Herbs and spices become especially important during this time. Ginger, turmeric, black pepper, cumin, coriander, fennel, and mustard seeds all help awaken digestion and reduce buildup. Beginning a meal with mustard seeds and ghee, as you often do, is a perfect Ayurvedic practice, stimulating digestion right from the start. Fresh herbs like cilantro, mint, and dill bring clarity and lightness, supporting both a digestion and the subtle energy of the body. Food combining also plays a quiet but powerful role in this transition. Simpler meals allow the digestive system to react and function more efficiently. Combining grains with vegetables or legumes with spices rather than layering multiple dense foods together reduces digestive burden. Keeping fruits separate from heavier meals, such as enjoying an apple or citrus earlier in the day, helps prevent congestion, especially in a season where the body is already working to clear the excess. So, why does this matter today? Because many of us eat the same way year round. Disconnected from seasonal rhythms, we continue the heavy winter eating well into spring, which can contribute to fatigue and imbalance. By making small corrections, little shifts, lighter meals, more vegetables, warming spices, and fresh herbs, we begin to work with the body instead of against it. Spring is not about harsh detoxes in Ayurveda. It's a time of gentle, consistent adjustment. A warm cup of ginger, fennel tea, a lighter evening meal, or a fresh salad along a simple soup can support the body far more effectively than extremes. These small, steady choices allow the body to naturally release what it no longer needed. As you share your seasonal recipes, with your family, your friends, you're offering more than just meals. You're offering a way back into rhythm, a way of eating that honors both the wisdom of the body and the intelligence of the earth. And in that alignment, energy begins to return, clarity improves, and the body awakens, just as the earth does in spring. To eat is a necessity, but to eat intelligently is an art. And that's by Francoise de la Rochefoucauld. Spring food list. So here's a few foods that are light, warming, and gently cleansing. So all your leafy greens like kale, chard, dandelion, spinach, asparagus, radishes, zucchini, beets, apples, cooked or raw in moderation. Lentils, red lentils, split, mung beans, light grains, basmati rice, small portions, fresh herbs like cilantro, mint, and dill. Out of the spices we've mentioned, ginger, turmeric, cumin, coriander, fennel, mustard seed, and black pepper. And if you're looking for a simple way to bring these ideas into your daily meal, um, there's seasonal recipes that I have in my Friday food gems on my app, Authentic Sacred Design. Um, these dishes like light khichdi, warming soup, fresh spring salads, and the tea pairings are all designed to support the natural transition from winter into spring. They're not complicated or extreme, just small, nourishing shifts that help the body do what it already knows how to do. They eat your food slowly and mindfully. Be aware it is a gift from the earth. And that's from Thich Nhat Hanh. So spring is here. Lighten your meals and awaken digestion. Explore those simple recipes in my Friday food gems. And I'd love to hear more about how you bring those light foods into your spring diet. And so that's it for today. Enjoy tasting these different foods if you haven't used them. I love making a stewed green, and you start with a black mustard seed and with a bit of ghee or avocado oil or a bit of olive oil and some urad dal, and then you combine that, a little bit of unchopped onion, and then, oh, tons of chard and spinach and zucchini, all those green foods, and steam that up with a little bit of rice. And, if you want a little bit of fish with it, go ahead and enjoy. It is so yummy and so nourishing. So thank you for joining me on this little chat. On the Facebook page, add what kind of food you eat. So thanks for joining me. And until next time, toodaloo.